The Alley Theater rebounds. This is Dr. David D. Shine, and providing you a bit of an update on the Alley Theater in Houston. The Alley has been around a very long time. It's in a significant concrete structure in the center of downtown, in the middle of the theater district, in the center of Houston. And I was a volunteer with the Alley Theater in the 90s. I've been a subscriber for many years, so definitely not against the Alley, if you will. But unfortunately, they had an artistic director who in my opinion, was not very good. And they did cut him loose a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, that did not solve the problems of the Alley Theater. And their last two seasons have not been good ones. And in fact, I was looking at not renewing my subscription for 22-23. In any event, a couple of recent developments have kind of improved the outlook for the Alley Theater. The first one is their very last production of the 21-22 theater season was a new musical of all things called Noir, which is very reminiscent of some of the movies from the 60s, 50s, and 60s, with a lot of plot twists and things, crime type dramas. But it's rather unusual to have a crime drama that is a musical. But in any event, it's actually a very nice production. The music was done by noted musician and author, composer, Duncan Sheik, and the book was done by Kyle Jarrow, who's had a number of successes on Broadway and has been nominated for various awards. The cast, it was not the usual Alley repertory cast, the resident cast, but it was a very good cast that they brought in, most likely because the Alley resident cast are not singers. So they brought in some singers for this, and the production was very smooth, good set, good casting, and so forth. So that was a nice end to the 21-22 season, which prior to that, bluntly, was a miserable season. Now, following that is the Alley Theater for many years has done what they call the summer chills, and it's usually a mystery. Oftentimes it's been an Agatha Christie mystery. And this summer they presented kind of a mystery, but it's a comedy mystery, and it is the play Clue, which was based on the board game Clue. And this was a script by Sandy Rustin, and she adopted from the movie screenplay by Jonathan Lynn. And it was directed by Brendan Weinenbrenner. The large cast was composed largely of Alley Theater resident performers. However, they were supplemented by some very good actors brought in who were not part of the Alley Company. I don't know if they will be in the future, but it was a nice large cast. People did a very good job, and it was a thoroughly enjoyable production. I did want to provide a disclaimer on this. I buy my own tickets. I do not identify myself to the theaters as someone who may do theater criticism about their production. This is Dr. Dave with a special review for the Alley Theater with 5 stars for Noir and 5 stars for Clue.